Welcome to Black History 365.
My name is Sarah Pearson Collins.
And I'm Keziah Pearson.
And this is your moment in Black history.
I think we're going to talk about Mary Ellen Pleasant today.
That's a really good story.
Yeah.
It's not a story, but it's a really good
tidbit in history.
It really is. So Mary Ellen Pleasant, she was born in the 1800s. She was a black abolitionist. She was an entrepreneur. She was the first African American millionaire. And
tell them how she made her money.
So it's pretty ingenious because she worked as a cook. And so what she would do is she would use her invisible status as a cook to listen in on conversations that a lot of the gentlemen were having in the home. So she was able to pick up stock tips, and she was able to apply them, and she made millions. She was able to also use that money to finance things that was near and dear to her heart. So the Underground Railroad. She became really good friends with John Brown, and she financed Harpers Ferry.
Okay, so let's talk about the Harpers Ferry John Brown situation. In doing my research, I found that John Brown, Frederick Douglass, and Harriet Tubman were friends. So John Brown decides with his sons that he's going to continue to fight the good fight. And they were going to overtake some people, some slave owners at Harpers Ferry. So he invites Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman to this
power
battle, right? And Frederick Douglass is like, nah, that's not how I fight. I write letters and give speeches. I should have done that in my Frederick Douglass voice. I don't have one. And Frederick Douglass says no. And he also invites Harriet Tubman, who was like, okay, I'm in. But Harriet Tubman got sick, or she had one of her spells that day. So John Brown goes and he fights this fight, and he's captured.
And he's hung. He's hung.
Yeah.
And so the letter that they found in John Brown's pocket was, they thought that he was working alongside another like rich, affluent abolitionist. And the letter was actually from Mary Ellen.
Wait, it was a rich, affluent abolitionist.
Well, it was, but they thought it was from a white male.
Yeah.
They did, and it was, come to find out, it was from her. And she basically was instructing him that, follow where the axe in the tree is. There was more money. So she had buried $30,000 more for him to continue on his crusade for justice and freedom for all.
And the reason why they were able to connect the letter back to her is because she wrote her
memoir. And so she was at the time was under an alias. So at the end, of course, she gave her name and she wrote, told the story. She told the story. And this is a moment
in Black history.